Melanie, it's been a tough 24 hours. Do you think the change of coach impacted the result tonight?
Listen, Carrie, you just said it. It's been a tough 24 hours. No one's denying that. What I will say is the matter that has been undertaken was with real sincere consideration and supported by our leadership team, which includes our board and owners. We remain committed to driving a culture of high performance, respect, and integrity. And at the end of the day, that underpins everything that we do.
Can you tell us any more around that decision, given that, last week you had an overtime win, and then, can you tell us any more around that decision?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Carrie, that's a really fair question, and I understand that, but I just want to reassure you and our supporters, everybody that's watching this, that we, our leadership, which, as I said, includes the board, ownership, we're united in providing the best environment for our players, our club, staff, and supporters. Yes.
Georgia Crouch was the interim head coach tonight. Will she remain in that position for Sunday's game against Bendigo?
As to who kind of continues in this role, we'll let you know at an appropriate time. But I think, Georgia Crouch is a really special story for us as a club. This is something that we talked about at training this morning with the girls of, yes, it's been a tough 24 hours, but let's talk about the things that we're going to celebrate today. And one of those is Georgia Crouch, because her father, Peter Sexton, he was the assistant coach to Jan Sterling in 1994 when the team won the championship. That's a special moment for the family, for the club. So we celebrate that with her tonight in front of a record Tuesday night crowd, which had 1,440 fans. We continue to just be so thankful and grateful for the amazing South Australian community who continues just to come behind this team and support everything that we're doing and building. And we also, we celebrated bringing Erin Bowman in tonight, and she was able to get some court time, and that's our injury replacement player for Serena Sundell. And we're just, we're excited to see how she performs for this club. We're really thankful for, what I hope to be a sister club in New Zealand, the Kahu family, to, and I say not family, but, the leadership there and working with us and supporting us when a time when we had need. I think it just shows, basketball community coming together, no different than South Australia community coming together and working together to do the right thing.
Absolutely. And in terms of the coaching staff, so will assistant coach Cherie Cordova be returning?
Yeah, so I mean, listen, again, tough 24 hours, right? For everyone, including Cherie. So what we've talked about with Cherie is giving her some space to think through, not think through, but for her give her time. So I think we're working through that process as well, and we'd love to welcome her back to the club.
And Tess Madgen was on the bench tonight. Has Tess been appointed to the coaching staff?
Yeah, I mean, we made a public statement, which is part of the rebirth of the Adelaide Lightning, that Tess Madgen would be our special advisor, and she still continues in that role. So she sat on the bench tonight as an assistant coach, but that doesn't necessarily change her role within the club. So again, what's happening moving forward, it's when it's appropriate time, we'll share more information.
Thank you for being so candid. Steph, fourth game in 10 days against the ladder leaders in Townsville. How are you and the girls feeling?
Yeah, I think that the Townsville team are playing so well at the moment. They're kind of the standard and the team to beat. They have some really good players and they coach really well. We've had a big week, 4 games in 10 days. Maybe we came in a little bit tired. I definitely was feeling a bit heavy in the legs, but that's not an excuse. Like, it's our job to come out and perform. And we just wanted to come out and show what we can do, give the energy, fight till the end, and stick together. And I think we did that. We can hold our heads high and regroup and get ready for Sunday.
And Steph, what do you see about the Townsville Fire and the way they play this season? They've won the 7th game of the season, but they just find a way to dismantle some teams, with the way that they're playing at the moment. What are their biggest strengths at the moment that teams have to watch out for?
Yeah, I mean, I think tonight, their defense, they really pushed us out of our stuff in what we wanted to execute, which allowed them to run and get easy buckets in transition. But offensively, they execute really well. The pick and roll game, they move you to get to an advantage, and then they use that advantage to get easy points, like the way that they're really playing together, creating that advantage, and then using it it's really impressive.
And what do you see from Erin Bowman tonight? We know the reputation she comes in with. There's a lot of people externally in some of the smaller media that have been calling for Erin to get an opportunity at the WNBL level, and now she has it now. So what sort of aspects of her game did you see in small parts tonight that are going to help the Adelaide Lightning moving forward?
Yeah, I think she's had 2 trainings with us, so it's really tough for her to come in and have an impact. And I think she did that. She had a few steals, a few points. She's a scorer at the end of the day. In NBL1, she's a scorer. So I think once she gets comfortable, hopefully we'll see a bit more of that, take a pressure off a few of the others of us. But once she settles in, she's going to be good defensively. She's long. She's not that tall, but she's long. She gets steals. She gets out and runs. She's going to be fun to play with.
And it's pretty good from the WNBL's perspective that we've got a lot of these NBL1 players that are coming in that have done a lot of the grind at the NBL1 level for multiple years in a row. You look at Tate Morrell, you look at Nicole Munger, and now we have Erin Bowman and Jazz Bijo coming back as well that have won multiple accolades at that level, and they're really showing that they can translate that to the next level. That must give some great hope for the next generation, just for the WNBL in general as well. Yeah,
100%. I think it's a great pathway for the girls that maybe aren't quite ready at a younger age. They can go away, work on their game at NBL1 and make their way to the WNBL. It's a great pathway for them.
Have we got anyone online?
Yeah, Karen, just one from me. I'm sorry, Mel, just one from me. On a personal note, regards to Karen, have you been in touch with her since the decision, and how's she faring at the moment?
Yeah, I understand the question behind that. And I think I'll just go back to what I've said before. This has been a tough 24 hours for all of us. But yeah, this matter has been taken with real consideration. And it's all about just staying committed to what we're trying to do as a club and driving a culture of high performance, respect, and integrity.
And Steph, as captain, how have you found the past 24 hours as a leader?
Yeah, I think it's, as Mel said, it's been tough on everyone involved in the club, but I think as a leader, the both of us has just been a role to kind of keep the group together and have our goals on how we want to play and what we're moving forward towards.
Thank you.
Thank you.